Yo, what is going on YouTube? It is the big KCOBS360 here, and I am back with some benchmark, boys. These are the videos the people love. So first off, guys, we're going straight back to Call of Duty, back to KCOBS360 basics. So here I've got the Radeon 7870, which has been rebranded to the R9 270 and the 270X. Now, if you're thinking, you know, whoa, KCOBS, bro, aren't they different GPUs? Well, no. AMD rebranded the 7870 into the 270 and the 270X. The 270 is kind of the exact same as the 7870 in terms of clock speeds, but the 270X is more of like the overclocked older brother, sorry. So, you know, you're gonna have about the same frame rates as what I'm about to say. So first, let's get straight into it, guys. My GPU is actually overclocked to 1200 megahertz on the core and 1300 megahertz on the memory. And with that said, let's get straight into it, guys. Now, Call of Duty Advanced Warfare, straight off the bat, this is much better than Ghosts. This is one of a sledgehammer. You gotta give them a clap, because really, honestly, they optimized this game very, very well. Straight off the bat, no BS. They did everything well. All the video settings are done well for this game on release. That is something the people on PC like to see. Now, I know I'll talk about the BS later. Let's get straight into it. Now, benchmarks, in terms of minimum bench or minimum frame rates, we got a minimum of 31 frames per second. Now, keep in mind, there have not been drivers that have come out to that have been optimized for Call of Duty Advanced Warfare. So keep that in mind. Minimum of 31 frames per second. Oh, before I even get, you know, into the frame rates, let me tell you what I was running. I was running this game maxed out, everything max. However, I will tell you, I turned off cache, sunspots, and cache sun shadows. You know, those two big settings that you should only turn on unless you have like more than 3 gigs of VRAM. You know, those settings are pretty useless. So I was max settings except for those two things, so just keep that in mind. Everything on extra. I had HBO Plus on, you know, the works. So as we're saying, minimum of 31 frames per second. I had a maximum of 92 and average of 59 frames per second. That right there, guys, is some great. That's just some great frame rates right there. I mean, Radeon 7870, this is like the perfect game for this GPU, because your minimums aren't dropping too low, but at the same time, your averages are nice and comfy at 59 frames per second. So essentially, 60 FPS is your average. Now, of course, you're gonna get the old, you know, the odd drop. If you don't want any of those drops, then you can probably turn down a few of those settings. But honestly, you can play it like this, maxed out, except for those two cache, you know what I'm talking about. If you guys have the game, you know them 2 FPS killers. So yeah, pretty much. It's great, man. You can max out the game. The game itself looks very, very gorgeous. It looks much better than Call of Duty Ghosts. The textures in this game are much more crisp. You know, the shadowing, everything in this game looks much better than its predecessors. So keep that in mind. It's great. Sledgehammer really did think about the PC community in terms of this game, and that will be reflected by the amount of people playing Call of Duty Advanced Warfare for the time to come. So pretty much, guys, that was pretty much it. I mean, you know, this was some pretty good shit. Like, I'm pumped for COD Advanced Warfare. This was a good game to play. In case you're worrying, or you're worried about how I tested this, pretty much I went into a multiplayer game and I recorded a full match benchmark. You know, I tried to make it as realistic as possible, so I did, you know, full match. You know, easy benchmarks are easy. Easy benchmarks for an easy life, for an easy video, for an easy YouTube channel. So thank you guys for watching. I hope you enjoyed it, mate. If you've got a Radeon 7870, an R9 270, or an R9 270X, bruh, you're gonna have a fun time playing Call of Duty Advanced Warfare. Thank you for watching, and I will see you guys later.